guys. Now, let's get this out of the way first. I hope everyone had happy holidays, happy new year, and let the new year be better than the last one, if the last one was somehow bad. So, 2016. Another year just passes by. And I gotta say that it was a pretty good year. And when I say pretty good year, I mean pretty good year for me as a person, maybe not pretty good year for YouTube in general, my channel, and generally all the clusterfuck that has been going on every now and then. But it was a good year. Like, it was fun year. To me at least. Like, well, oh, I can. Good things did happen, and I did good, fun things, so I don't regret that year. Anyway, before I start rambling again and waste everyone's time, I'm not a big fellow in New Year's resolutions, because whenever I make them, they are something stupid. Like, completely stupid. Something like, I'm not going to be a dick to those I don't know. Like, that's pretty goddamn obvious, because if I don't know them, I most likely will never even meet them, and can't be a dick to them. So, that's the reason why I personally do not make New Year's resolutions, because I can't take them seriously. Like, there are lots of people who are willing to who once again go that they are going to drop weight and all that nice jazz, and at this moment they are probably in the gym taking selfies and all that jazz, and soon enough I'm going to see and / or hear about them being in the gym. But I kind of keep wondering about the New Year's resolutions. Like, I keep saying like way too much. I need to stop. Anyway, the concept of you promising to do something only because it's New Year. Who came up with that? What was that guy's some major malfunction that you only need to make a promise that you keep when it's New Year, and then you're not going to keep it anyway. You're going to forget about it. The concept itself is quite stupid, yet everyone are going to be asking about others' New Year's resolutions, like, oh, nothing special, just, you know, thought about I'm going to stop smoking, I'm going to stop cursing, I'm going to stop this, that, and that, I'm going to drop weight, I'm going to start donating money to charity, which is probably the most stupid New Year's resolution ever. Because that's something you most definitely are not going to do. If you do not donate to charity, any charity at all, you are not going to start because you promised so on New Year. Or make a New Year's resolution instead of promising it. And I don't get it. But that's not really what I came to talk about. I came to talk about what I plan for my channel in general. Like, goddamn, there it is again. I'm going to this is not a New Year's resolution, but I'm going to try and start saying like a lot less, because I'm not a teen. I have never been a teenage girl, but I'm not even a teenager anymore. So that's not something I should be saying, unless it's relevant to something. Anyway, my channel. Personally, there's not going to be that many changes, upload-wise. But there might be... I might go back to my old system anyway, where I uploaded like maybe even 3 Let's Plays at once. Because people have been saying that watching one Let's Play for too long is kinda getting bored. Kinda getting bored. Great! Back to elementary! It's boring. And I can see where they're coming from. Even though that's not something that happens to me. I personally do not get bored. If the game is any good at all, and the person who plays it is someone interesting, I'm not getting bored to the game. And I'm serious here. I have never left a Let's Play unwatched from if I watch it halfway and the person plays nothing more but that game, because, well, he wants to complete it, like I do with Grandia 2, for example, which is the latest game I heard about this from, and that's the main reason why I began to play Ghost in the Shell on the side. But it doesn't happen to me. I do not get bored. I might be just a weird person in that manner. But it doesn't happen. For example, Kutra played Kutra from the Creatures, in case you didn't know. And in case if you didn't know, you should go and subscribe to Creatures, because they are awesome people. Anyway, enough of paid promotions. He played Witcher 3 all the way through, and he didn't only do the main storyline. He did both on camera and off camera. He completed side quests, and quite a lot. Those episodes, there were a lot of them. But I still watched it, all of it, because the game itself, I couldn't afford that. And to be completely honest, I didn't even think that my computer could run that game, because when Witcher 2 came out, you had to have a computer made out of silver dragon scales or something like that to be able to run it. But yeah, I watched the whole series of it, and I have done so before. No matter how many episodes there are, if the game is interesting in the least, I have no problem watching it. Even if the game is only partially interesting, but someone I enjoy watching is playing it, I can well watch it. So I have really hard time understanding when someone says that people should upload more than one series at a time. Like, I get it. If this is your job, if you get paid for this, it's understandable, but you have to. It's not a decision. But this is a hobby to me. And most likely, it's always going to be a hobby. Because I live in a goddamn Finland. There's one big Finnish YouTube group. Or YouTuber in general. If we do not count in that Smoke a Hondas or whatever. And she doesn't even live in Finland anymore. So... Also then there's that one guy with 2 million subscribers or something who made Call of Duty Black Ops 2 custom maps or something like that. It was a way to get subscribers, I guess. But anyway, I live in a goddamn Finland, so there's no FinDragon is not going to be the next big thing from Finland. There's just no way. So it's just going to be a hobby to me. So I really don't have to make multiple Let's Plays or upload content even daily if I do not want to. But as for now, I do that because I do want to. I want to upload things and I want to play the games and record them because there are too many games in my Steam library I haven't even laid a finger on. And YouTube just happens to be a great way to finish that. Or finish those games. Because you have some reason to pick them up and play. That's... If people didn't know, that is my whole agenda with YouTube. I want to finish my games. And there are more coming out all the time. Of course, there are games that I play with friends or that I can play alone and enjoy them anyway. But then there are games that I buy and then they sit there in that Steam library. So as a hobby, I picked up and began to play them for YouTube because I don't know, maybe someone gets some amusement of me failing miserably. Like, people seem to like it when I was playing freaking Super Meat Boy, and personally, I hated that game. It wasn't a bad game, but I hated it because it made me wanna rip the hair off my head. And I have pretty damn long hair and thick hair, and a lot of it. That would hurt. But I'm considering if that's what it takes to, you know, if people are bored of a single game, like you see there I went on rambling again and the main point was kinda forgotten. If people are growing bored of seeing just one game, in my channel particularly, I just might start making more Let's Plays at once. It's not going to be that big of a deal to me. I have time. If that's what people want, those that actively do watch, or have watched but did grow bored because I was only playing Grandia 2 before Ghost in the Shell came up, I'll just start another Let's Play. Simple as that. The big YouTubers are telling people that a YouTuber is nothing without his subscribers, and that's true, I guess. But once again, only if this is your job. Which it once again is not for me. It's a hobby. Of course, it's everyone's dream probably is to be able to make his living out of playing video games. But that's what seems to be the problem. There are lots of promising YouTubers who stop. They simply stop because they do not reach the fame and big numbers overnight. I knew someone who had a very promising channel. He had what, like 400, 500 subscribers? That's over 5 times of what I have now. And all of a sudden, he just quit. There was no explanation at all. Not to anyone. Just up and left. And what I think is that happened is either he got really bored of YouTube, which would be pretty weird, or then he got another job that kept him from doing YouTube, but I'm pretty sure that he would have told someone about that. No, I really think that he didn't have the patience. And that's quite sad. And that's not even the first case. Like, there are so many promising YouTube channels that just up and quit because reasons. And most often the reason is that the subscribers do not happen. This is going to be a 3rd year I have done YouTube as a hobby. Just for fun. I've had pretty fun playing all those games. Well, not all of them. There are bad cases. And I happen to have a few that could be quite bad that I have to play for various mini-series I have going on. But yeah, I have 85 subscribers at the moment, and I don't want to smack talk about anyone because that's, first of all, that's pretty damn childish, and it's not even that big of a deal to me. But around 9 of them, maybe even less, are watching the stuff I do. Like, there it goes again. Damn it! Anyway, there are people who tell me that they keep watching my videos, and I so would like to believe them. But I have the statistics thing. My friends and subscribers. My people. That's pretty much what you are. You are people. But I can see that most of the time there are not too many views. And once again, it's a hobby. I'm not going to be all outraged that I can't make my living out of this. Like, damn it! I need to stop. This is a perfect chance to observe my use of like. Because that shit is off the charts. Anyway, I'm not going to be all mad about not being able to make my living off of YouTube, because once again, it's a hobby, and I wonder why I keep saying that every 5 seconds. But I can still see that people are not watching. And if around 9 to 10 people keep telling me that they actively watch my channel, but there are videos with 1 or even less views. That's pretty fucked up. Well, just... if you don't care, you can just tell me. And I'm being honest here. I do not get mad. It's fine. If you don't like it, and that's why you're not watching it, and I just happened to ask one day, hey, did you watch that thing? You can tell me that you don't want to. I do that all the time. If I don't want to watch something, I don't. And I say it. So, people, be honest. Why am I talking about this? The reason is that I ran out, my topics have been used up. The main point here was that I might start uploading more than one Let's Play, and then those daily Call of, yeah, exactly, Counter-Strike of Duty, because that's what the Ghost of the Shell is at this point. 2 Let's Plays and daily Ghost in the Shell matches. And if people still tell me that I'm being boring for uploading 2 Let's Plays at once, then I don't even know what to do anymore. I know I can't please everyone, but then that means that there's no pleasing any people. Anyway, I've been rambling for 22 minutes. This was supposed to be one of those 5 minutes Happy New Year update video things. And it turned out to be 22 minutes of mostly total bullshit. But anyway, once again, Happy New Year. Hope you have an awesome one. And if you like what you are seeing in this channel so far, just stick around. And if you don't, that's fine. Just don't tell people you are doing something you are not. Be honest here. FinDragon out.